Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you, the 24th of August, 2020. And well, it is time for a combined morning update here on the garden, as well as some projects that we need to do now. Let's start with the projects I need to do today, and we'll come back up towards the garden and show you what a typical harvest is looking like and what the garden is looking like now. As we go to the back, the big issue I always have is leaks here on the Rancho. It's just when you have about a half a mile of plastic tubing running around, you're going to have periodic breaks in it, and usually the vegetation will show you where it is. So somewhere between here and here, it's very squishy here, the soil. So we're going to have to dig down in here, and I guess it's a feeder off of here to feed the Lady Banks roses bushes here. So we'll need to figure that out. Dig that up today, get that fixed up. And then over here, you can see we have another leak. I've turned off the well. The well pumped. It's not continuously pressurized the water system, because it's just forcing water out and wasting it. All the harvest has been accomplished back here. Peaches, plums galore. Next big crops will be citrus here. Last thing we really have is some of these, our first harvest of pears this year, and I'm waiting for them to soften up a little more. But I would say it was a very successful harvest. Over here also, if you look down where the Lady Banks roses are, you can see a lot of this stuff has grown back here, and we need to take the trimmer today and cut a lot of that back because it's starting to grow into the house, onto the roof over here. So we're going to need to cut that back, and that should be it for the season. See how fast that grows, shooting off those branches. I'm being strangled by one here. Get a good idea. Things happen fast here. Now, as far as the garden update is concerned, you can see right here the spinach is done. I'm just letting this come to rest for some of the greenery on it, and I will plow that, put that under as the season ends. Some of that green, it'll turn into like a decomposing and help give nutrition to the soil. Over here, the volunteer daisies are doing fantastic. I've got this volunteer tomato plant. You can see some tomatoes down there. They're doing well. I never even planted this when it came up from seed. Looking pretty good. The carrots are done. I might have, yeah, a couple more there to harvest, but otherwise the carrots are done. Over here we've had a lot of cantaloupe. It's kind of mixed in with the big pumpkin, but you can see how well they're doing. And these are kind of like baby cantaloupes, and this one, they just kind of disconnect themselves, but they're very nice and orange inside, and they're very tasty. So I'll let that sit there a bit. They seem to get to a certain size, and then I come out and I find that they're disconnected. Over here, I think on the other side you'll be able to see better. I have quite a few cucumbers here. I don't think they're going to be much more productive. I think they're on the other side. This has been a real thing. Look at the size of this okra. It's just been continuously harvesting and enjoying it. And these pods grow quickly, so you have to harvest them or they get real long and real tough. That's about the size you want to take them right there. You can see this one's starting to get a little long right over here. Over here, I pulled the first eggplants yesterday, and they're doing real well in here. Some hanging right there. They're very easy to take care of. No bugs really bother them. You can see another couple of them hanging in there. Up there and a few up here also underneath. I never determined what this is. I've seen no fruiting on it at all, but I just let it go. Well, I guess I do have something here. Well, there it is. Doesn't that look like a melon? I never even noticed that until today. That's like the first sign of production I've seen on that. The tomatoes are getting a little long in the tooth, but they're still productive. They're still happy, still harvesting a lot of them. Trying to keep some of the major weeds out of here. It's been a very productive year for the garden. Very nice looking tomatoes. Really love this spot right here. You can see them on the wall over here too. Hanging. And over here we have the squash just continues to grow, and I continue to harvest that. So let's go over here and look at the real event, which is these two pumpkins. And look at how big these are now. I've got two pumpkins here that are really hooked on really well, and I got a big boy on the end here, and I'm just shocked how fast these grow. So I've pinched off the vines upon recommendation of people. They say you know, because the vine will keep growing, getting longer and longer. So I just pinched it off to stop the growth, and that seems to really accelerate how fast the pumpkins are growing. That's good size. I put my hand in there. You can see how big that is now. Pretty cool. As for a typical harvest, you can look in the bag here. See if we can open that up a little bit. You can see lots of okra, cucumbers, tomatoes. I would say this is about 2 or 3 times a week this can be pulled off. So, all right, everybody, you know the projects to be done. We got some smoke in the sky today, but a little bit of a smell. But there's work to be done. Thumbs up are appreciated, and thanks so much for watching.